Oh no.
Already.
Oh yeah. Hey everybody. Whoa, look at this. It's the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines, and then we start talking.
For an hour.
Oh.
Four.
About an hour.
Oh. That one's going on. Is it plugged? Are you plugged in, Carl?
This one's
Well,
turned
We're
out.
experiencing some Carl microphone malfunctions already. Sometimes I think that maybe we should try to do this kind of thing right before, that's what other people might do.
Turn it up. Mic check.
Well, we can share a mic.
If you're listening to this on the radio, we're trying to get all this stuff fixed.
For us to share a mic.
Oh no.
Crosstalk.
Yep.
Crosstalk.
If you're listening to us on the radio, this is the daily hour.
Yeah, we're doing some crosstalk. I'm trying to get all the mics to go.
Broadcasting out of Thurston County, Washington.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
Oh, it sounds like it's going, but just very quietly.
Hello.
Okay, one more time.
My name is Berd.
His name is Ren. All right, well, Berd is here too.
Berd.
Hi, Berd. How are you doing today? You want to talk to Berd? I'm gonna try to fix the microphone. Another one.
Oh, darn it. Okay, well, hi, Berd. What have you seen anything on the streets?
So much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
The easiest would be to, start with the most recent and go further back in time.
Okay, well,
Obviously, there's no way to cover everything.
Well,
What have you seen on the streets?
The
The moon. I would say the moon tonight. That would be with the haze, chrome skies,
well,
trees silhouetted, moonlight.
I'm probably gonna skip doing the vigil for, do it once a month now. I'm kind of contemplating this.
You're gonna cut back.
There's a comedy workshop at Evergreen State College, and I would the rundown for the skit, that I participated
for
in.
people who don't know what we're talking about the Friday afternoon peace vigil at Percival Landing.
Yeah,
It's been happening since 1998.
Right. I discovered this comedy workshop that I could participate in, and just to bring some humor in my life and helpful thing, and so
Comedy improv workshop.
Yeah.
At Evergreen.
yeah, and
Is that every week?
Sure. It's every week. Somebody was, heard hamburgers, and he started doing this skit about hamburgers, and he was taking hamburgers. This is what I, talked with Kenny yesterday. But I've come to this realization that maybe I could just do this workshop on Mondays and Fridays. One participant on the Facebook page. Oh, I'm sorry, we got no screen.
We just
Kenny,
lost our video line. He's flipping it.
It's not going.
Charlie.
I think Charlie unplugged something.
Well, we've gone dark. Well, at a time like this, I'd like to remind the TV viewers. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind the TV viewers that we are on the radio.
Yeah. Be thankful for what you got.
This is what the radio looks like. Whoa, and maybe this is what the radio sounds like too. You can hear the radio, but you can't And so what I'm saying, you can hear the radio, but you can't see the TV on the radio. But you can hear the radio sounds like you can turn off your TV, or something like this happens.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
Something smart.
Oh,
There's something.
Hey, Bert, when was the last time you were here?
That's the other camera. So maybe it's a line on the back of the switch, or maybe it's the other line going to the camera line, because that's this camera.
Bert, when was the last time you were here?
I think it was last week. Yeah.
What did you see on the streets? Did you already answer that when I was trying to do this other thing?
So much, the moon has been rocking this
This
week.
is the same thing.
Today's a full
there it
moon.
is. There it is. Look, we're back.
For the viewers, today
Oh
is
man.
a full moon. So you're listening to this, in the future for us. But what you're hearing is the past. So the moon is probably, third quarter right now when you're listening to this after a week. There's a new ship in port, and it's unusual looking. It has 6 cranes of varying sizes, and it's green and red and yellow. And I've seen lots of traffic, heat, bicycles. Oh, that's loud. That's really picking up. Yeah.
Yeah. This mic is going on the outs, but I think it can still kind of pick up. It's just very
Pedestrians. I could use that.
Pedestrians on the street.
Yeah. I could use that mic.
I can do this.
You're okay?
Yeah. I think it's gonna pick up okay. Just gotta get right up in it.
Some road construction.
What are they building?
Potholes, roads falling apart, logging trucks. What were they building construction-wise? Some sidewalk parts.
It's theme week this week. Have I asked you about theme week? Have you been here for theme week yet?
Oh yeah, I like the idea of theme week. I think having themes more like, like how about astronomy, astrology? You already did those, right? And how about like truth and justice? You had a peace week, right? Peace.
Well, these are all the same week.
And
It's Berd week.
nonviolence and nature,
We did nature.
balance, harmony, justice.
These are.
I talked with Sam earlier. He is planning a rally for this Friday.
What is he rallying against?
Well, he's rallying against how the legal system is unjust, because of the example of Sean Goodman, the guy who was arrested for driving drunk in his Ferrari 100 miles an hour and crashing it while and he had a hostage at one point in the trip, 7 DUIs, and he got a year of work release, so he's actually not in jail.
Where was this? I wouldn't. Oh boy.
This is in Thurston County. He was at the West Side Tavern on Harrison, and he got in his silver 1990 or year 2000 Ferrari and drove at speeds, according to the police, of 100 miles an hour on city streets. And at one point he drove through the intersection of Capitol Way and Fifth Avenue, and the car bottomed out. Well, this was at like midnight, and the car bottomed out and sparks went flying, and he ended up totaling the car. He's had 7 DUIs. The judge let him go to the Super Bowl, I believe. And so Sam is asking, what would the reason that they according to Sam, I talked to him on the phone tonight. We should maybe call Sam about this, but it might be too late.
He's mad about the Super Bowl.
No, I mean, some people might be mad about that, but another point is that the guy who is held hostage in the Ferrari is going to be at the rally. The rally is going to be at Thurston County Courthouse, 3 p.m. this Friday. So the question is, the reason that he got a light sentence and that he's allowed to keep working, despite the grievous nature of his crime, in seriously endangering the lives of other people, is because he is an employer and has a lot of employees. And the question is, if one of his employees would have done the same thing, would they escape jail? And so what you're saying is you have a double standard in the legal system. You have a different set of rules for people who are owners and have money than you do for people who are not. So that's the basis of the protest.
Charlie, it's right here. Stop working.
Hey, it's time for the next dice game, or the first dice game, that is. What happens here, we're going to get out a pen, we're going to write a number down on our hands between 1 and 6. We're going to try to visualize the future. Oh yeah, here we go. Whoa. Oh, yeah, I got to get the sound going here. That was, I think Sam...
Yeah, the lighting must be really great.
Sam was pretty upset about that whole thing before. And he was talking about that like when the crime first happened and then when he got to go to the Super Bowl. I remember hearing about that kind of stuff from Sam. Is that stuff on the news? It's big news. He didn't get a kidnapping charge?
I think so, yeah.
Kidnapping seems like pretty
kidnapping,
bad.
that's kind of serious.
I wonder if it's called kidnapping.
There's a recording of the 9/11 call too. The emergency call, dispatch, and the hostage was, it's an emotional.
Everybody's got a number?
Call.
Try to get to 3. Here we go. Uh-oh. Wait. Nope. Oh, we're trying to get this going, though. We're trying to roll the dice, but we're having some things happen.
Why don't we just roll it?
Oh, we need the radio and the viewers, listeners can't know what's going on. There it goes. Oh, 5, 1.
Well,
I got 500 points today.
Congratulations, Kenny. What was there just was he just on alcohol or was there another toxicology report?
Good question. I don't know. All I know is what I heard. They reportedly clocked him at I think 0.15. I'm not sure, which is roughly twice the legal limit.
Yeah, wow.
Some people at 1.15 don't do crazy reckless things either. That's the point, It's like just because he's at 0.15, that should be enough in itself. But the fact that he drove 100 miles an hour with a hostage, that's like more than just a DUI. That's like a big deal.
Reckless endangerment. I don't know if kidnapping is. I think that seems like one of the worser crimes. Just like on TV with like all the law drama shows. Seems like kidnapping would be up there.
Yeah, the guy was like pleading with him to be let out of the car safely.
I wonder if it counts as kidnapping. You gotta know their charges. I bet they put that stuff somewhere.
So they brought the jaws of life or whatever to the accident scene, or
I don't know. I don't think the car was totaled that bad.
What's his job?
I don't really know. My understanding is that he is an owner of something called Vantage Communications, but I haven't looked that up. I don't really know.
Vantage Communications.
Yeah. It sounds like maybe a lobbying firm, but I'm not sure.
Whoa, maybe it's a PR stunt for the guy. He's trying to jump ship, make it bigger.
Maybe he runs political campaigns.
Yeah.
Barf.
All right. Well, we can maybe listen to some archival Mr. Ginsu messages. Did you have anything you wanted to do on the program today, Berd?
I was interested in exploring theme week, like the theme of themes, like what is a theme, It's like, I also like the idea of not having themes and just like, I think themes develop naturally and organically, and it's like you don't need to force them. And what I thought about is like the process should be opened up, like like people should be like more. People should be solicited for their ideas about themes.
About themes. So
Or
plan more themes into the future.
Yeah, or not, or just like let it go and let what happens. I think that themes can be constraining and annoying and distracting, and that like if a natural theme comes up and seems to make sense, that's fine, go with it. But if not, then just kind of like go with the flow and current events and regular stuff, and people talk about what they talk about, and I like talking about what's on the streets, what's in the news, lots of stuff with climate change right now and fossil fuels. I saw an oil train going by at Yelm Highway yesterday morning, and I was just astounded by what it looks like when car after car after car after car comes through, and I haven't counted them yet, but it must be over 100.
Train cars.
Train cars, all identical oil cars. I can't remember how many gallons.
Coal trains?
Yeah, well, it's pretty much like a coal train, except it's oil.
Oil trains.
So
you saw that much oil go through the port there? Where are they getting it from?
It went right by the Centennial Amtrak. I don't know. This was either most likely from Canada or North Dakota.
How do they ship from North Dakota?
How?
In North Dakota, in
It's
the
on
middle
a
of the
train.
country?
Yeah.
Oh, on a train going out to the ship.
Well, this was going to most likely to Anacortes, where there's a Shell refinery. There's also a refinery in Tacoma, I think, and there might be one in Bellingham as well. So all the loaded oil trains pass from south to north because they can't cross the mountain passes. They have to go through the Columbia Gorge.
How long do those oil holes last for? There's a big one in North Dakota right now. Everybody's going there and getting jobs and stuff. But typically, what's the age of a hole like that?
I don't know. I think it varies. Some are much long lasting. It depends how vigorously they're extracted from. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the rate of extraction. But I've heard estimates that, the Bakken Formation, the field or whatever they call it, could last 30 years. Some people say it's really a sham, and that it's probably it's not going to last nearly as long. It's not going to be nearly as productive as I think it will be, because they're doing really intensive extractions.
I don't know that we have 30 years to wait, to be honest.
It's too late already. So many creatures have suffered, and so many species have been driven extinct, and it's great to have refrigeration and stuff, but people are still profiting off war and bombs and environmental destruction, and for me that's what it comes down to. It's like, it'd be one thing to have the true ideal of humanitarian progress, mutual uplift, but when it's capitalism, accumulation of wealth, What is that?
Now it's info time.
It's not meaningful.
Here are answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You're watching it right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's a call-in television talk show on the radio that's recorded right here in Thurston County every day of the year. It airs every night
365.
11:30 p.m. on channel and 2 a.m. on COA at 2 or each episode
Channel 22. Same weekday.
Yeah. If you're watching this at 2 a.m., this taped the same month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode on YouTube.com. Anyone can come on the program, especially you.
That's right.
We rely on the community for content, so give us a call at Doug, and we'll call you back on the next episode. Thanks for watching, and now back to the program.
Thank you.
Doug. That's 836-4384.
Doug.
208
208 Doug.
Oh.
Yeah, and so sorry, Carl. Yeah, oil trains, coal trains.
It's going a bit John Coltrane. So what are we going to do about it, Berd? What are you going to do?
Proppants with the board.
Any new plans to bring down these coal trains?
Well, life goes on. Life is a joy, and learning, and keep moving and working and figuring things out and trying to do a better job, as time goes on, and finding new ways to communicate and affect change.
You think? How dire is it that you think maybe we should go camping at the government or something?
I think we should definitely go camping. Camping is great. And I think there needs to be more protests and more questions, and I think the nature of the interaction with the government, with the political system, is important too, and like people, but the most important thing is for people to do something, and that includes talking amongst yourselves, talking with your neighbors, friends, family, and saying, look at the waters of Bud Bay. Why are they polluted? What has happened, and what is happening now, and does it matter, and do we care? Do we want to see healthy waters, and what can we do to have healthy waters?
I just had a mental flashback once you both were talking about camp out, and I just remember that whole kerfuffle on the state capitol grounds once Occupy occupied Heritage Park. There was a team of people that went to the state capitol and camped out, and then they had a no trespassing order for like a year or something like that, and that's kind of dangerous in the sense, if you still want to be active at the state capitol, to go to hearings or whatnot,
yeah.
but you're trespassing.
You're barred.
You're barred. So
yeah.
It's
banned.
It's a quagmire. If you're that much of a political activist, that you'll get banned.
Yeah, but you can also appeal your banning.
Well,
and if you're serious about it, you should always appeal.
Yeah, but
if you have the energy.
In the government, you gotta not camp out on the lawn if you want to be on the inside.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have I think different people or something, right?
Yep. Yeah, work together, people. Change comes from within. Change, you need to, really, you need to protest and rally. You really need to be in the streets. We need to have people in the streets. We need to be in the streets protesting and saying no, saying enough is enough. We need justice. We need.
When's your next? Oh. Yeah. Whoa. Oh man, we're having a freaky day today. What is it? What is that sound? Oh wow.
Yep.
Whoa.
It's a ghost in the machine, Kenny.
Yeah, what was that? Did you hear that? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
So I was talking about energy justice, climate justice, and the idea that people with privileged backgrounds and access to financial backing can buy land on the cheap. I think I think the government sells coal at about well, there's a noise. Hello?
Hello.
I gotta figure it out.
Oh, great.
All right.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, one example of this is how the government will
Hi.
sell a ton of coal for $1 to the coal company, and by the time the coal company sells it, it's worth $50. And so why is the government aiding and abetting the coal company to profit so much when coal itself is, something that causes disease? Obviously, I love coal, and I, appreciate all the benefits that we get from coal and the jobs,
Can I give you a prompt?
including the jobs. Yeah.
The prompt of you were talking about privilege, and it's like, the 80% of the world though survives on less than $10 a day, and that's kind of like one of the reasons why I'm walking, just to save my own personal wealth, to not drive myself everywhere. So I walk. I don't even ride the bus, and some people they call it crazy, especially knowing all of the various things that I do spend my money on or continue to spend my money on. But that not driving so much is one of the ways that I can cut back. But $10 a day, Berd, or 80% of the planet can not.
I think, it's like a third of the planet is under $2 a day.
That's extreme.
So,
it really scares me.
Sorry, I hear Charlie chewing on something, and I was looking to see if it was a bag.
Oh, it's big.
So,
it's big, but I guess he's a hungry dog.
Yeah.
He's chewing on bags.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know what to say. Oh, well. Yeah, maybe.
I've been getting into a lot of video recently. Posting videos, so I posted that.
Whoa.
I posted a video of a train carrying proppants coming through.
Wow.
That's on TCTV. That's also on my YouTube account.
Yeah.
My YouTube address is user Robert Whitlock, one word. Robert Whitlock. That's WHITLOCK. And you can find some videos that I've done there. Please check it out.
Let's call Freddie, the producer, find out the production is going. Charlie, what is he? Yeah, he's eating like foil. That's probably not good for him, huh? Here we go.
I want to show some
Be careful,
pictures
'cause
later too.
Yeah, you want to get it going?
Sure.
He can get a little bitey.
Whoa. Whoa.
that Charlie dog.
Whoa, oh man. Are you getting the thing going? Yeah, see, I gotta keep saying stuff into this one. Oh, actually, I think I got it going. Is this thing going now? Hello? Oh. No. Ah! Oh, wow. Give me the. Yeah.
Do we have one of those targets with Native Americans in the corner?
What?
Target screen, with one of those Native Americans.
No, we don't have one of those.
We should get one of those.
I think it's ready. Can you hear us?
That's in post-production, Carl.
I can't come right now, but if you leave me a nice message, then I will call you back as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.
Charlie's way too hungry.
We're leaving a message for him. Charlie, what did you not eat?
Yeah, what did you not eat?
Jeez. Here we go.
I didn't hear a ding.
Yeah, there's something going wrong with the whole thing. The whole thing is crazed out right now. Sometimes when we move spaces and things get done and undone, and it goes back and forth. Here, Berd, you going to talk about your pictures too, or?
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yep. This is a picture of the moon. And this is Bay about an hour ago.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what
I
it
guess
looks like.
maybe you missed me about like 15 minutes or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I usually go up and down 4th Avenue Bridge. That's one of my commute passageways by
Were
foot.
you walking up there?
Yeah, I walk up and I walk down.
And the tide was flowing out. Oh, that was another thing I was talking with someone about this week. This idea of the Deschutes estuary and being able to kayak from Bud Bay to Tumwater Falls all the way there. Imagine like rushing in with the incoming tide all the way to the falls and being able to have a picnic and then flow out with the outgoing tide back to the sea. Wouldn't that be cool?
A picnic?
Or just like cruising up and cruising down.
I suppose.
Or go against the tide if you want. Yeah. I think the
Hey Charlie,
screen
how
got
you doing?
swiped there a little bit.
What's this stuff? Nighttime, you can see a little blinking light.
Those are navigational markers.
For
And
boats?
That's the proppant ship in port there. Yeah, for boats.
Proppant ship. How do you know what
Proppant
they are?
shipment. Well, I sign up for port news, and they send emails. And also, I just keep an eye on it. I actually have video of the ship unloading. Yeah, they have it listed on the website. And so when I see a ship is in port, I can check.
You go out there, you look at the website, and go and check the accuracy.
Yeah. And here you can see on the screen bags of proppants being unloaded from the ship on the cranes.
What company are they from?
I believe this is the same company. It's called Rainbow Ceramics, and it's headquartered in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically run proppants manufacturing facilities in China.
So what you think are they getting the oil money? Or are they just selling ceramics, this company?
Well, these ceramics are specifically designed for the oil fracking industry, the hydraulic fracturing industry.
What's the difference between these things and just like rocks?
Little
rocks.
These are manufactured product. They're made with silica and aluminum or aluma, probably bauxite. I don't really know, but basically they're manufactured to be very hard. So they don't crush. They don't die. They don't get crushed under the pressure
Mm-hmm.
because the wells in the Bakken, Bakken, however you want to pronounce it, region are sometimes 10,000 feet deep, and so the pressures there are really enormous. So
All kinds of problems.
all kinds of problems. So this is a photo of screen is cut off. Is that the monitor or?
I think it's
Yeah.
the monitor, yeah. These are all pictures of the boats at nighttime. So
Yeah, this is Bub Bay in the
rocks will
daytime.
crush. If they put the regular rocks, it's stronger than rocks.
Yeah, it's stronger than rocks. It's like special rocks,
Yeah.
and it's made with aluminum or alumisilica. And I don't know much more about it than that.
Have there been any earthquakes in central North Dakota?
You know, I don't know. That's a really good question. I know there have been earthquakes in other regions where they're doing fossil fuel extractions. And recently I heard on the news that Oklahoma has been having a lot of earthquakes. So, yeah. Yep. So, you know, it's all interconnected. The water, the air, the earth, our well-being.
Like West
quality of
Virginia.
life. Yeah.
West Virginia has
Talk
been
more about
having
that.
environmental damages going on
Yeah.
as of late.
Like with the coal.
Yeah.
Like-
With the coal slurry and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure there's fracking going on over there too. You know, that they're drilling for natural gas or something.
Whoa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
A new microphone.
Yeah, I got it going.
Kenny, you are so genius.
Look at this. Whoa, it's so loud though. I think it's clipped out. Or something.
Ingenious.
Something crazy. Whoa, yeah. Look at what is this, the water?
Yeah, this is water.
It looks almost, I thought, when I looked up, I thought it was just a blank image, but you can see little wrinkles
Yeah.
of splashing.
Yeah, we're
in
looking
there.
at pictures.
Or it's the sky.
You see the sky in that?
No.
It could be anything, really. It's so,
Ew.
and what?
That was a white trail of grossness.
What happened? Would you see poop?
I saw like a white trail before, you know, we got, you know.
I don't know what you mean.
Well,
In the
you'll
ocean?
have to check the replay
In the
tape.
ocean? Berd, we replay? What is he saying?
I don't know.
Never mind.
Never mind, alright. Look, it's the moon.
Yeah. It's a moon. And this is from McLean Pond.
Uh-huh.
I just posted a 56-minute long YouTube video of just some static shots with bird songs, nature, wilderness. This is a beautiful place. Have you guys been there?
Yeah.
I don't know, is it in the Squally?
I like to go there like
No, McLean is on
at
the
least
opposite.
once a month, you know.
McLean is on the opposite side of Thurston County from Nisqually. Nisqually's in Lacey, and McLean is somewhere in West Olympia.
Yeah. What are you doing, Kenny?
We're listening to archive Mr. Ginsu messages.
Oh. That was interesting. Yeah. So, anyway, this is a really beautiful place. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful time of year to be there. There's a lot of activity, hustle and bustle. I saw some baby ducks. Baby ducks are, you know, pretty cute.
What are they doing? Following their mom in a line?
They were, yeah, pretty much. They were like, at one point they were like, they headed out, you know. They all cruised across the pond all at once, you know.
Hmm.
In a
Because there
line?
were some birds of prey in the vicinity, you know. There was a raven. I don't know if ravens will like attack baby ducks, but there were some owls, definitely. Some owls hooting.
The owls, right out there you can go see owls, huh?
Probably, yeah, if you know where to look. I didn't know exactly, but I could hear them. I think they were owls, and I asked, I said, is that an owl? And one guy said, yeah.
Hey, it's time for a commercial break.
Great horned owls.
5, 4, 3.
Wait a minute. Did we roll for the next dice game? We only rolled a 5.
We missed a dice game.
Okay, well, I guess New Moon Cafe.
Dance Oli Dance. Dance Oli Dance. Live TV dance party. First Friday of each month, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. TCTV Studio A, 440 Yager Way. Oh yeah.
Brown Interior Limited presents Private Memories, the new Skrill Meadow album, 2014. Featuring the song, Just Because. Private Memories. Double back. Private Memories from Skrill Meadow, available at these fine retailers.
Coming up in the next episode of YDHWM.
Program.
Whee!
Thanks. Yeah. Oh, hey, everybody. It's the commercial.
Hey, today on the episode we talk about
the revelation of what I do during board games with Joe.
yeah.
So Joe looks over my shoulder and sees
We
what
also-
on my phone?
We talked to McDonald's. Mr. Ginsu doesn't like it when cops molest people.
Yeah, don't cop me.
Nothing.
Calling about no themes.
Don't call.
Whoa!
We're back off of the thing there.
Yeah. So let's roll a dice roll so we don't have to
Oh,
roll them back
Yeah.
to back.
Can I roll this time?
Sure.
Here we go. Oh,
Oh, we can use this one.
Oh, all right.
whoa.
Which channel is it on? 4? There you go.
Okay.
Well,
4 to 5.
I got 500 more points.
I had a 4, so I got 500. I'm in the running. I'm in the game, yeah.
It's anybody's game still, Carl. You could even win at the end.
I have a 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, team 4 then. You
Yeah, so I
can even come back though.
well, Charlie can always come back because Charlie's his own his own man.
This is the Sarkar from Mr. Ginsu message.
Hey, asswad,
Hey, that's not
as in
what
big pile of shit. You understand me?
Hey.
What?
Hey. I dare you to go into court and tell that ham sandwich story and wait to hear what happens. Okay? I dare you. I dare you.
I have one more picture to
Tell
show.
that to the judge.
This dog's in Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You can relax a little.
And two people telling the story and it ain't matching up. Your Honor's gonna wonder who's the dumbass.
Oh.
Why don't your story add up, mister?
Hey.
Were you even there? Are you sure you were a
Is that
block
any way to
back
talk to someone?
somewhere parked
1
down
plus
down
1
the
is
road,
always 3 to me. Come on, man.
waiting in a big long line of cars to get
Speaking
in
of
the
adding up.
driveway 'cause the driveway's blocked by the big fucking truck that
Mr.
you guys
Ginsu.
didn't plan on fucking
Behave
parking right there,
yourself.
but you parked there anyways, and then fucking blocked everybody else where they couldn't get in. And so you're sitting there out there on the road and wishing you could
Where's
get
Mr.
some
Ginsu living these days?
kudos for
Oregon.
fucking being there. So you didn't write down that story
No.
You tell that motherfucker. You tell it out loud,
One
people. So
plus
they can hear it.
one is 3.
And
That's
then you go
how
like,
things
talk
happen.
to the people that were there and ask them their story and say, oh my God, that don't match the story that I told. What the hell? Where was I? Fuck, I must have been dreaming off in my car back there, fucking up in Nana Land or something. Fuck. You understand me?
Sure.
Shit, damn.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Okay,
Shit.
as long as you do. As long as I think you understand where I'm going with that. You tell that story to anybody.
Archival message.
I hope
Yeah.
you do,
This
'cause
is
Why don't we?
that's gonna be
call Mr.
funny when your
Kinsey?
name turns out mud.
When I social to listen to an archival message,
Mud,
when you have guests
as
on the
in-
program.
no,
You're a dumbass.
no,
Why would
it,
you tell such a stupid story
he tried
if
calling.
everybody else tells a
The
different
calling
story?
didn't work.
Did you try calling?
Because
Mr.
they were
Kinsey
actually
today?
there.
No,
You know?
Freddie.
The people who were there told the story, and then you told the
So
story.
you resort to
boy.
listening to Mr.
Oh,
Kinsey
boy.
because Freddie didn't answer his phone.
Well, no,
That's like
this
the
is
worst.
kind of what.
Searching for the logic.
Get
Well,
the
this is what he
fuck
does.
out of me.
This is
what
what.
Kenny does.
Yeah, you know, for like a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
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 Why don't we try calling Mr. Ginsu in live time?
Well, because the audio doesn't pick up when the the communication they hear. Kenny would need to put the microphone to the laptop, and it just doesn't work with stream microphones today, for whatever reason.
You have important things to say, but Mr. Gitsu left
You
all
have
those
important
messages, and I'm
things
trying
to
to get
say.
through them, though, but
Carl has important things to say. We have the theme week of theme week. Isn't that the theme week?
Yeah, trying to figure out whether or not we want to have themes.
It's really cool. There's a lot of stuff all around. There's a poster called Portraits of Our Celestial Family that has the solar system. Very interesting. And there's a organ. Looks like it's electric.
yep.
And
No, it's crank driven. Come on,
Yes.
that looks like a crank driven organ.
have you ever played an organ?
I tease. I'm sorry.
Just casually.
Yeah, casually. Was it in a church?
Did you
No.
play the organ in the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Organ.
Organ, like Mr. Ginsu.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't have really much important anything else, that I really want to say but if I remember, I'll speak up, But I have a lot of, there's a lot more, there's always more to say. I guess at this point I would like to encourage people to call the program. And I don't think we've even listed the phone number once for the benefit of the people listening to the radio.
I mentioned it.
Okay. Yeah, it's 360-836-4384.
After the
8 Dog Doug.
info minute, or
What is it?
after the info minute, I said
208 Dog Dog.
Do 08 Dog
208.
right.
Yeah. What? Tries to whine about something.
He wants food.
You hungry?
It's time.
You
We've
bored?
been in here. We've been in this space long enough.
He
do you
knows about
think?
it.
It's time to just move
I think.
along.
I don't know if he knows about timing or he just starts feeling restless. He's got a
It's
clock.
bored. Where are we in the program?
He's got his
We
clock
still
going,
have
though.
more than 10 minutes, don't we?
No,
Yeah, we
about
do.
10 minutes.
No,
Well,
more
let's
than a
think
little
of-
bit more. We
let's
have to
think
play the
of
final dice
something
game.
good. I have one more photo that I want to show, at least. I might have more photos. I'll dig through my camera, but I want to show this one. This is a photo of beautiful clouds on Bud Bay. Okay, it's ready. Yeah. There's a log ship there, log carrier. I also think that the logs, you know, might be a problem in terms of the impact on the environment.
What, you like logging or
Yeah,
what?
Clear cutting.
I don't like clear cuts. I don't think that companies
what's wrong
should
with
be.
clear cuts?
I don't think companies should be allowed to profit from clear cutting because it's
Well, they
harmful.
own the land, right? Or
Yeah, a lot of times they don't own the land, and even if they do, it doesn't matter because the environment is interconnected. So
whose
what
trees
what
are
happens
they? You know,
on one person's lot affects the rest of us
Well,
and
what
future
who
generations.
gets to decide about who gets those trees? The trees are just out there, right? And then somebody
No,
gets them.
they're regulators, and it's similar to the coal issue where the timber sales are done. A lot of the land is owned by the state, and so the state contracts with timber companies to do the cuts, and then you know, the state gets money. So a lot of the state education money comes from clear cutting.
Yeah, for the final dice game.
Oh,
Whoa, 1-3-1-3-6. I think I won, right?
so
Yes, you
Yeah,
did,
I did.
sir. Yes.
1, 3, and 6.
I won the dice game, everybody.
Good game. Well
Good
played.
game.
Well played.
Who gets the oil? You know, like, did anybody like strike oil? You know, like the Beverly Hillbillies,
Yes.
and they're, you know, they're walking around and then they're like, "Whoa, look at oil!" Or how did they find oil? How do you find oil? You're like looking in the ground. Are you walking? They're walking around with like radar, underground radar machines or some kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
how long
underground
is it- how
radar
long-
machines.
How long has this North Dakota oil mine been going?
Well, my understanding is that they developed the technology in the 50s, but never used it because of how much it costs. It wasn't cost effective because the price of conventional fuel was so low that they couldn't make money doing extreme extraction fracking. So after the Iraq War, the price of oil went up so high because Iraq used to be a big producer. That region was destabilized significantly after the war, which made domestic production of extreme fossil fuels in North America possible. Fracking and tar sands, deep water, ocean drilling. And so that's basically the story right there. Dick Cheney, Halliburton, big money, big profits.
When was North Dakota discovered? You know, the Bakken shale. Or
I think it was the 50s. Yeah.
Oh,
but-
well, you said that the technology it was available during the 50s, but I didn't know that they also discovered.
Well, the region has been, the intensity of development there has increased since 2007.
Yeah.
Exponentially every year. It's just gone up and up and up and up.
Yeah, well, back in the Your Daily Hour with Me archives that you can look at through YouTube, we had a conversation about this 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, with the housing market.
There's like an apartment.
$2,100.
Yes, there's an apartment that costs more than in New York City at North Dakota,
In Williston, yeah.
and it's like crazy. Like
that was an
2,000
apartment that was like $700 2 years ago, and now it's $2,100 or something.
Yes, per month.
Per month.
Per month.
Yeah, because people are getting paid a lot of money to go work on those oil fields out there. Yeah.
Oh man, this mic is getting crazy. I don't know even if you're able to hear me the whole time on the thing.
That sounds good now.
Yeah, well, it sounds crazy.
Some technical difficulties. Where is Freddie? What is he didn't answer?
Yeah,
Is
who knows? This is the kind of thing
Wait.
that happens when we change studios.
I haven't seen
We
Freddie.
don't have everything moved around. We're spread out. We're spread ourselves too thin. We don't have all the stuff that we usually do. We don't have all the options to go to.
Gotta
so-
coordinate.
Yeah, today you're watching a, it's like we're in a new space. It's like the olden days to me. Reminds me of the first, times when we scrambled to fix everything, and most of the show was about doing all this kind of thing. And now that we're, done with that kind of thing, for the most part, we're going to do these archival Mr. Ginsu messages here. Well, what is Charlie eating? I
So
don't know.
yeah, Kenny, how is the program going?
He's just sniffing. But hey, this program just shows you how bad sometimes things can get. But the next episode would probably
this
be
is
better.
great. Come on.
It's
Don't.
mad.
This is bad.
Come on,
No,
feedback.
that's what Carl said, no. I think we're doing fine.
I want to hear about the program and what how you feel about the where it's at and where you see it going, and how do you feel about keeping going, and are you what I guess what are you hoping for?
Goals are pretty lofty, but I don't like to set them.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to
But
listen
what
to
about
more
Mr.
things.
Ginsu
Yeah.
messages? I mean, how long
the
do you
main
want
thing.
to keep listening to Mr. Ginsu
Well,
archives?
It's just that he left so many of them, and I feel like we have to get through all of them. And I know that for a lot of these, when we didn't listen to them when they started, it was because you were there and you're like, I don't want to listen to these.
Would you ever think about posting those on the internet, MP3s or anything?
I think so, but I feel like we got to play them all on the program official first before
Yeah.
we can do anything like that. And
Yeah.
he just left so many of them, and I can see him just sitting there leaving these messages and thinking, I'm getting on TV right now. And I think that we owe it to Mr. Ginsu to play all his messages because he
Well,
left days
how
and
about
days
how
worth
about
of
we
messages.
try to actually call him and then say, listen to the message live with him.
He'll call back, and he likes to call. So I think when he calls,
Yeah.
then he wants a return call. But I think we have to get to all these.
So you
other
don't want
messages
to
also.
call him. You want him to call you.
Yeah, well, I
That
think
makes
if,
sense.
If he wants
yeah.
to call, so
Yeah.
Well,
It's okay to call though.
yeah, but we can't call as I described because we are having audio problems. Holding the microphone.
There's
to
so
the
much in the
laptop.
news too.
I think I got over the microphone problems mostly, but
I heard that they are starting to open up an investigation into how logging may have affected the Oso landslide. I saw that on the news on Tuesday.
you know what makes a landslide is living so close to the like hills and stuff. I don't know. You think that there's no trees there?
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's the subject that I was wanting to get into, the clear cutting. If there's clear cutting up there, but when you clear cut, that takes away the roots of the trees, which enable the landslides to happen because the roots force structure of the earth, and if you don't have structure of the earth, then that topsoil just like erodes with rain. And I'm sorry, but things often have a unintended consequences, domino effect of so much in life.
Yeah, I don't really never heard much about it even when it was going on. But was it in the forest? In the former forest? I guess everywhere is a forest. It used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Berd knows more about it than I do.
Yeah.
What causes a mudslide otherwise? What causes a man to
basically when the soil gets too wet and when a top layer, it's basically an avalanche, the same thing. So there's a differential between the soil on the top and on the bottom, and the top breaks free from what's on the bottom and slides down.
You can certainly have a
usually because of saturation.
It's the end of the program. Thanks, Berd. Thanks, Carl. Thanks for being here today.
You can certainly have a mudslide with trees, but
Thanks, Mr. Gitsu.
Oh.
And I think that's it, right? We didn't have any messages either, so here we go.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Flowers. Thank you, Studio.
Episode number and day of the week. Thank you.
Blades of Grass.
TVs.
Yeah. Thank you, Graphics.
Fish.
Thank you,
we're talking about the website.
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
WHDM.com. YDWHDM.
Yeah, yourdailyhourwithme.com.
YDHWM.
PR, check it out.
YDHWM.
TCTV, yeah.
.com.
Check it out. Second feeling glow. Jordan E. Fabulous.
Whoa.
Washington State,
Whoa.
USA. Thank you. Viewers and callers and listeners, hell yeah, dog.
Give us a call. Give us a call.